All right, legends, altcoins absolutely bleeding, and we have Bitcoin maintaining this level of support at the $65,000 range, getting beneath $65,000, but not managing to break through for the moment. Is this the level where we are going to get that bounce? This is what we're going to talk about in today's live stream, so make sure to stay tuned. We're going to talk about how this is already a great opportunity to start DCAing into some really good altcoin projects. So make sure to stay tuned, guys. We're going to go through the charts. Of course, I want to explain this chart right over here, which is the total 3 market cap. And we are going to focus on this chart right over here. I'm going to explain how this is very likely disbelief stage, and we having a lot of people panicking at this range because some altcoins are actually at the bear market lows from 2022 and 2023, which is pretty damn scary, right? I think this is just bringing a great opportunity to start DCAing this movement to the downside. No doubt that the summer could still continue being a little bit bearish. We don't know where the low is going to be. However, this is why we DCA. This is our perfect strategy, DCAing, slowly allocating some of your money and getting some of these cryptocurrencies for the big potential bull run by the end of the year or Q1 of 2025, where things can get extremely crazy. Guys, make sure to absolutely destroy the like button for this educational content. You will share here some support. Share the video as well for any of your friends that you are getting into crypto or very much interested in technical analysis. Let's dive in through the comment section. Say hello to the beautiful community first of all, guys, and we're going to start off with the altcoins right away, okay? Because I want to start here with the total crypto market cap. Then we're going to go through Bitcoin. Obviously, is Bitcoin holding this level here, this big major level of support that we have been talking about during the last few days? It is basically the 618 Fibonacci, okay, from the pivot low here to the pivot high. We can see 50% Fibonacci from this level, 618 Fibonacci from this pivot to the high here at 72K. And it's also the equilibrium from the entire range of March. Basically, when we get the all-time high and all the way down a Fibonacci to the pivot low here from the 1st of May at $56,000, then we can see that we are basically at the equilibrium, the 50% Fibonacci from this entire range in between March and June. This is a very, very good solid level. For the moment, we're just getting a little bit of choppiness here at this range. I'm going to explain how, this, looking at the timing looks good for a bounce. Either claiming the low again or not, it looks ready for that bounce, okay, to attempt to hit $67,000, which is our next major strong resistance point. Okay, we have been getting rejected at this level during the last several days. Can we manage to break above it, then hit the next big major resistance, of course, which is $70,000? I'm going to explain that in today's live stream, of course. Let me just quickly say hello to that beautiful community before we go through the pure technical analysis, legends. Make sure to destroy that like button. If we do get to 500 likes, I'm going to throw, why not, a Trezor hardware wallet giveaway. And if we get to 1,000 likes, then I'm giving another $500. I don't think we're going to get to 1,000 likes, but who knows? Why not give it a chance, okay? Because the video by tomorrow does get a few thousand views. If it does get 1,000 likes and you comment down below after the live stream, I will be sending another $500 worth of Bitcoin or US dollar tether to a lucky comment section. Let's go right away. Mariela, thanks for joining the stream. Right, Gulf Shores. We have a collapse, guys. Collapse of altcoins. There's so many different altcoins. I've got them here on the chart. Oh my goodness. We have a few of them that are like really high risk. We got poker. I think, these gambling cryptocurrencies have to do well at some point in the next 6 to 12 months. We got poker, which is obviously a poker cryptocurrency. We got virtual poker points as well. And they've got an insane collapse. However, when they pumped, they pumped massively back in November and December. It's basically a pump and a dump. All right. But this is telling me that this coin there is life in this coin, right? Such as poker. It's at rock bottom levels from the bear market, okay, of 22.23. Then we have Big Time Gaming Project. It's basically at the lows of 23. Absolutely crazy. A lot of these coins, okay, altcoins basically have collapsed. We got Illuvium, which is a very good, solid gaming project, okay, also entering in my interest zone. I am going to start DCAing very aggressively on Illuvium. I like this level. My zone of accumulation was coming back below this low over here from January, which is at the $70. I'm happy to scoop up some Illuvium. This is an insane gaming project, and it's just correcting very aggressively back up below these lows. And think about it like this. When you come down to a major higher low or to the lows like some other crypto projects have done, that is basically a liquidity grab, stopping out here a lot of long positions and basically getting people to lose hope, right? I'm just going to tell you that this is usually where you start getting the biggest buying opportunities, because you do not make money by buying late here on the pump. You get wrecked when the price is going down. You get people fearful. That is when you start getting into the insane buying opportunities. So you get ready for the next run so you can get the heck out of the market from tokens that you bought during these very bad times, right? This is how you make the money, guys. There was quite a bit of people joining cryptocurrency by November, December, right? We were starting to see a lot of new players coming into the game. You're kind of already buying in a little bit late, right? FOMOing in and DCAing at the wrong time. You're DCAing as you're pumping. You want to start DCAing as you're getting that aggressive drop. And I think Illuvium has a very bright future, okay? This is completely disbelief phase, guys. We are completely in disbelief phase, and this could get a little bit more messy. The disbelief phase on a bull run is the most painful moment of a bull market, okay? It is the most painful moment of the bull market, and things could get even worse in the next coming weeks. We need to understand that. I got into cryptocurrency back in 2018, okay? This is where I started my cryptocurrency journey. I started trading back in 2017 and started in crypto in 2018. And I started buying mid 2018 in the bear market, okay? I was buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, all sorts of different altcoins, VeChain, Chainlink, all different type of ones. And I was buying the dips, and I was continuously getting in the red. We got a major pump mid 2019, continued buying, and then buying the dip, continued dipping, and you're in the red. Then we had this major event, of course, which was the C19 crash. This was devastating for me, guys. This was devastating. You buy the dip and it keeps dipping. Your portfolio is bleeding. Then you get another event that happens like the C19 crash, and then your portfolio is already down 50-60%, and then it drops even another 50-60%, right, on these major events. And then you basically feel that you got absolutely wrecked. So it is important to have that strategy of DCA. If you DCA the dips, you will make it. You will make it if you dollar cost average these bad moments, okay? These bad dips that are happening. Altcoins getting absolutely wrecked. You got some meme coins jumping, okay, recovering. Also some other ones that are getting a small little bounce of 10%, 20%. But overall, looking at the last few months, we've seen altcoins dropping 50, 60, even 80% since the March highs, just in a matter of a few months. So this is the moment that we want to, okay, DCA. No financial advice. This is something that I am doing right now. I've been putting a few $1,000s here, a few $1,000s there. I've been buying Illuvium. I've even bought CRV, okay, which the company, the CEO basically liquidated, I don't know how many tokens, and this is why we got a major drop. The company is still live. The project is still alive. am happy to do so with these bloody deep dips, okay? Happy to do so. It's the moment. I had some cash on the sidelines, and now I'm starting to allocate some of that cash, 5%, 10%, into some good altcoin projects. Be ready for another major drop of 10, 20% potentially in the next coming weeks. If Bitcoin does drop below the lows here that we do have, which has a possibility, if Bitcoin were to drop to continue this corrective structure below $56,000, altcoins are just going to get absolutely wrecked. I can't believe how altcoins have dipped so much just with the correction that we've had during the last week, basically. In 1 week, we've gone from $71,000, $72,000 range down to $65K, and altcoins have got absolutely wrecked, okay? Imagine Bitcoin getting this pullback, and we need to understand that that is definitely a possibility, okay? There's definitely a possibility, and altcoins are going to get a massive bleed of 30, 40, 50% if Bitcoin gets this drop, okay, of around about 10%. It is definitely a scenario. We just need to be ready because we are having this major opportunity for the next few months, potentially 1, 2, 3 months, okay, of aggressive DCAing. Start allocating some of that cash, getting in, guys. This is the moment to buy. If you do not buy here and you buy when the things are recovering, then you're getting late, okay? You're not going to maximize your returns. This is when you need to start thinking DCAing out as you get a massive recovery. It's just how the market works, right? So not the moment to panic. This clearly shows, guys, when I show you this chart over here, before we go through the Bitcoin technical analysis, show you this chart right over here. You can see the cheat sheet, okay? You can see here the Wall Street cheat sheet from Market Cycles. And it's pretty obvious that we are in the disbelief stage, which is the hardest moment from a bull market, right? You got people calling the top. You got people saying altcoins are dead. You know, this is it. See you in the next 2, 3, 4 years, right? Till the next bull run. We've only had the first leg up in the last few months, right? Entering into 2024 is when we started to have this major uptrend on some altcoins. So it's the first leg up of the bull run, and this is the first aggressive corrective move that we've had in the bull run, making it a disbelief rally. The bear market has happened. The bear market was brutal in between 22 and 23, especially for altcoins. And this sideways momentum is when you have the anger and depression, right? Part of 22 and 2023. Then you get this major rally where you get people excited joining, okay? People are starting to buy, meme coins popping. Oh my goodness, people getting rich already. And this is the moment, right, where you start getting a big major corrective move, right, in disbelief phase. Look at here where before you start the major bull run, look at the disbelief stage. Look at this. When you get that big epic drop, that is when you're in doubt, okay? I'm going to get in doubt as well, okay? I am human. This has happened to me before. It will happen again in this cycle. You get a major drop, and that brings you that disbelief phase, all right? This rally will fail like the others. So just to understand, this is where I strongly believe where we at the moment. And this means that it's just bringing you the second, okay, and last opportunity before things get crazy in the next 6 to 12 months. Okay, because no doubt, why is this the second opportunity? This DCA level, why is this the second opportunity? Because if you did not accumulate in between 22 and 23 downtrend, you're getting the disbelief rally, okay, and the major correction after that, which is happening right now on a lot of the altcoins, to give you that second last opportunity. Of course, there's going to be a lot of altcoins that are not going to make it. They're not going to reach all-time high. They will just have a pump of not even 50% of their previous cycle. Okay, this is something that we need to be aware, and we always need to have a plan to start DCAing out from our cryptocurrency in the next big major leg up, especially on these good projects that will be having a major rally. Okay, in the next, give or take, 6 to 12 months, right? Entering into 2025, Q1, Q2. That is what we need to be ready, guys, for the next major rally to start DCAing out. I know you are losing hope, and I know you believe that we are going to go lower. I think that we could be going to lower levels without a doubt, but this is why the dollar cost averaging strategy is the best strategy that you can apply as a crypto investor on the dips. It is the best one. It never fails. You do get into drawdowns and your portfolio sucks. Okay, my portfolio now sucks from some altcoins that I did get in, okay, just in the last few weeks. However, I haven't been DCAing aggressively. Now I've been waiting for these kind of events to happen, like the ones happening now during the last couple of weeks with altcoins bleeding. That is the moment I'm ready. I got a stack of cash and I'm going to start DCAing very aggressively, because this happened to me back then. This also happened to me back then. You buy during the bear market, and you're in the red consistently. You get these nice rallies that come back down, okay, in the disbelief phase, and you DCA, and you're in the red, and you're in the red. Then what happens after being in a 70%, 80% loss from everything that you've invested for a few years? Turns out to be 20, 30x, okay, or even more, all right? If you get into those good degen low cap coins that do very, very well, you make insane amounts of profits. So we just need to be ready. The bear market is long, it is confusing, and no doubt that we are still in very early stages, okay? We haven't even gone above the total crypto market cap high here. And when we broke the previous high here, it took about 162 weeks, okay, from the high. We still have 27 weeks to mirror the timing from the previous cycle, okay? So there's still a lot of time. No doubt that I believe that we are in one of these big major dips, and this is where we want to consider the aggressive DCAing. Because once things pop up, guys, we know the deal. We're going to get people FOMOing. I'm going to start thinking getting out, okay? I'm going to start thinking getting out, because we might just slightly top the highs here, get to over $1 trillion on altcoin market cap, and then start collapsing down. So we really want to start thinking aggressively getting out of the market once this happens. Anyway, hopefully you have liked this brief explanation, guys. It's the messiest moment from a bull market, the disbelief stage. It's aggressive and altcoins bleed and people start to lose, okay, hope. Let's go right away through the comment section. Say hello, Mariela. Thank you very much for joining the stream. I'm going to go through some Bitcoin technical analysis, because I did jump into a long position right now at these levels, okay? You might think you're absolutely crazy. You're nuts. We're in a downtrend. Yeah, no doubt that this does look pretty good. The main reason why of this long position was this local swing failure pattern from these lows. These lows right over here, we tapped them and it does look pretty good. I like this corrective structure that we formed. We formed a little bit of 5-wave move up and a bit of a wedgie pattern scenario. I am speculating that the market could get a recovery, that this could be a local low here for the next coming days, and that we could get a leg up here, managing risk accordingly as always. If this were to be a wave 1 or a wave A, this was mentioned yesterday. However, we got a bit of choppiness, a bit more volatility. We got a major rally in the end here. We got in this corrective structure. If this were to be a wave B or a wave 2, I'm looking for a very extensive third or C wave here, okay? Either a third wave or a C wave. And what I like about this is obviously you look for the projected move. And that is taking you, if this were to be the low or we go slightly lower, We form a higher low here at some point and we start recovering very aggressively. We're looking at the 1.618, which is actually taking the highs here where we have the point of control of the entire range. You might think it's not possible, but of course it is. Of course it is possible. I'm going to explain why. The timing is extremely important. We've been going down very aggressively now since the 7th of June. Very aggressive downtrend since the 7th of June. Okay, over 10 days right now. And when you take a look at the timing of this, right? You take a look at the impulsive moves, the timing of the corrective move right there. It just does not make sense that this will continue very aggressively, right? Before you get a major pump. So I am looking for that aggressive bounce potentially in the coming days. Now that is the moment that we're going to be paying close attention, because the price either starts breaking out very aggressively, depending on what kind of price action is created here, guys. I will know how to detect if this is still part of a corrective structure and we are going to come to lower levels finally, not claiming that, claiming the low, but even going to $63,000, $62,000. I will know how to detect the pivot highs and the pivot lows here from this uptrend to analyze this situation to see if it is impulsive or if it is corrective. Okay, it's going to be very, very important to see that price action, that possible recovery. That is if we do not break down from here. If we do break down from here, then we're going to have to look for some major levels of support. I'm going to talk about those levels right away on this stream. Okay, so make sure to stay tuned. Levels don't matter if price is controlled and supply is unlimited from futures. Paul Andrew, I do not want to talk about the live streams from the last few weeks, okay? Because, just the latest one, right? Just the latest one. I don't want to talk about it. If you've been here, all right, Paul Andrew, I know that you've been following the channel for the last few weeks. And do you remember, you can watch the previous live stream, watch yesterday's live stream. We talked about this level to get an epic bounce of at least $500. How can I tell you, all right, being a random dude on the internet with just a little bit of experience on technical analysis, days in advance, that this level over here is going to get a bounce. It is going to get a bounce. And I was very confident on my statement there that this level is going to get a bounce. And you are just targeting a bounce of $500. As soon as you claim these lows over here of the last few days, you can get out. This was this wick over here. This was this price action right over here. The bounce was over $1,000. Okay, from that pivot level that was mentioned for the last few days. And we even talked about, hey, you get a pump of $500, you start getting out, especially when you roll over. When you start seeing that resistance and you start rolling over, this is bounced over $1,000. We are happy. This is our target zone. We mentioned this on the stream. We did talk about it. So technical analysis and levels does work. I can show you multiple examples from trading setups that we mentioned. Understanding Fibonacci. We talked about a short position exactly right over here. Go and check out the live stream from the 14th of June. You are going to see in a timestamp a short position like this. Okay, you're going to see a short position like this. Check out the video from the 14th of June. It's time stamped before it happened. This level just a couple of days ago, it's time stamped also on the live stream from the 16th, 17th, talking about this level, the major level for the bounce. Okay, so technical analysis and levels does work. You can watch the previous video. You got the timestamps from setups and levels to be respected. No joke, it is there. Okay, so of course the levels do work. Of course they work. They absolutely do. They're big major levels of support and resistance. When we take a look at the value area from the range, this is a range where we have a pivot high, a pivot low, pivot high, pivot low. This is a range right over here. This is a range. And when we analyze the value area low of this range, and the price gets fake outs and comes back into the range and comes to the point of control and gets resistance at the point of control and comes back down, dances around and breaks down successfully in this event over here. And the last few days, we are seeing that value area low, but also the point of control from the entire range in between March and April. Guess where that high volume node is? It is exactly with the value area low from May and June, and just the last 2 days is where we got resistance, $67,000. We got resistance at that level and we got a major pullback. So the levels on the chart do get respected very well. I gotta correct you there. No doubt that there is manipulation. No doubt that there is manipulation. But the levels do respect. We are at the equilibrium from this entire range. And I can tell you that this has a high chance in getting a bounce. We are maintaining the 618 Fibonacci from this pivot low to the pivot high. Why are we getting a reaction and bouncing at this Fibonacci level? It is just a technical level. It's a technical point. If we do get a bounce from here, guys, and we go to $67,000 because we are projecting a possible C wave or a third wave here to get above $67,000. It's just looking at the projections and understanding them. When we got that rejection here on Monday from this $67,000, okay, we created kind of a swing failure pattern. We're getting rejection from the point of control of the range between March and June, right? $67,000. When you analyze a rejection here, okay, and this gets very complex when you look at Elliott wave theory, because this ended up in an A wave, a B wave, a C wave, and then a movement down here. But when you take a look and you detect those possible third waves to get to the 1.618 extension, if you are seeing this as a major drop, okay, and an A, B, C corrective move, when you reject from this wave, you can already speculate that this is a C wave. Okay, you failed to break out here and you're moving down. When you take a look at the first impulsive move down from that movement, okay, from Monday, when you analyze this movement to the downside, which is the first impulsive move to the downside after rejecting from the highs, and you analyze the possibility that this is a wave one, when you start moving to the upside here in this matter, you can already see the exhaustion. You can already start thinking of a wave two here, or a wave B if you wish. If you manage to detect this lower high over here, that it's going to roll down and you're speculating on a third wave, very impressively enough, with the Fibonacci extension tool from that pivot high to the pivot low here to the pivot high right there, guess where we hit and got the reaction bounce? The 64,700. You did drop about $200 more, not even that, but the 1.618, speculating on that extension. So technical analysis, Fibonacci works very, very well. You just need to know how to manage risk and try and detect the levels where they could be. And I have a lot of speculation right now at this level. When I do see this movement down and on the higher time frame, how this is very crucial support. It is very good. It's very important support, because if not, you're going to drop down to, the $63,000, $62,000 range if you lose this level because of this candlestick, right? So we might lose it in the next coming days. We might lose it in between today and tomorrow. The price maybe is not just going to recover just yet. It might just get one more leg to the downside very aggressively and then get the epic recovery, right, between this week and next week. But it's no doubt support on higher time frame, right? I understand that we are in a very aggressive downtrend, okay, during the last 10 days. This is very aggressive. Price is trending down for the last 10 days. So short scenarios for scalps and shorts on the bouncers are in your advantage. You really want to consider taking short setups in this downtrend. When you zoom out, you need to understand that this is at support and you have been correcting. You're still very much in bullish market structure. So it's trying to detect the levels for a reversal, right? Anyway, let's talk about some technical levels, okay, on higher time frame. For me, it's pretty simple. It's very simple where the levels of technical analysis are lying, okay? The first level, we're going to talk about support zones, okay? I mean, we are at support already. I do see the price potentially breaking through here. And if the price action does manage to get an epic recovery, you might think, how the heck did this happen? If the price action recovers from here, I am looking for $67,000. I am looking for $67,000. If the price starts recovering. Why? Because it just looks like your big support on higher time frame. If this does have a chance in forming a wave C or a wave 3, the next move up after breaking above the highs here could be pretty epic. It could be pretty epic. However, there is the downside of this. If the price action fails, all right, say that we do recover from here and we start getting to the highs of the last couple of days. If the price action fails to move above this area, that is no doubt going to be your shorting zone. If the price moves up here and does this price action, just claims the lower highs from the last couple of days, it's going to be looking very bad. Very, very bad. Because when you take a look at the last price action from just, between Monday till today, I think it's pretty easy to analyze the waves, right? When you take a look at the pivots from the waves, it's pretty easy, right? You can see 5 waves to the downside here. And when you take a look at the price action of today, of course, during the last 2 days, it's getting complex without a doubt. Usually you want to get above this pivot level, okay? In an ABC corrective move, if it were to be an ABC corrective move, you very likely want to claim these highs, okay? You did not manage here with today's price action early this morning, which is giving you high probability that those highs should be swept up, should be sweeping those highs. The question is, how can we break through this zone? Will it be a fake out? If this breaks out like this, guys, with a huge amount of volume, I can already tell you there's extreme high probability that we're going to come up to $67,000. That is if we do manage to break above it. If you fake out from the area, you just create a big wick above, okay, like this. You move up and you instantly come back down and you start consolidating beneath the level. This likely is going to be a possible ABC right there, and you're just going to continue to the downside. So I am interested in shorts. I'm interested in longs and shorts, whatever. I'm interested at levels that, depending on the reaction at those levels, I will take the decisions. Okay, so the decision zone here for a short is there only if you get a big massive rejection, and I don't mind entering late on a short position after a rejection and the relief bounce, because I do understand that maybe this is continuing to be impulsive to the downside, and we're forming a 3-wave structure here, all right, and it's failing, and then obviously it's pretty obvious, right? pretty obvious. 5 waves down, 3 waves up, and rejecting from the highs of the 4th wave. That is the moment you want to consider that, hey, maybe this is just is losing steam. Stop at the highs, enter, you're targeting the lows again. And even lower, right? You're basically targeting the lows from yesterday at $64,200 range. However, if this recovery from this point breaks through here and it blasts through, there is a high chance that this could just continue here to the upside to $67,000. Because you might be in a third wave. You might be, and you're likely going to be in a third wave, giving you that extension of the 1.618, right? Claiming the highs here at 67,200. We're going to see how the price develops, but obviously, no doubt that these lows this area is to speculate for a recovery. Yeah? This pivot low was an absolute beauty to speculate in a recovery. It's just you're sweeping the low, and I personally can clearly see 5 waves to the upside here. And I'm giving the chance of the price to form a higher low at this range. I personally can, I can clearly see 5 waves up here. And you might think, what about this choppy wave on the 4th wave? Well, this is basically an ABC flat that I do see right over here. Bang, bang, bang. Classic. Claim highs, claim lows. This is a flat. And this is why I can see the 5 waves up here like this. Now, this is very wedgy and very corrective compared to the recovery that we've had from late last night and early this morning. So there is a chance, and there is speculation that this range could be a local low. You need to manage risk accordingly, of course. But it is the moment to speculate on long positions, no doubt. So yeah, that's a little bit of a tip right there. Here we just hit the 1.1 extension on this pivot high, pivot low, pivot high. Yeah, 1-to-1. It's slightly below the 1-to-1. There is a chance. There is a chance, without a doubt. And if not, guys, we come back down, and we've gone back down to the lows. We have been rolling all the time, right? Either you're getting that B wave structure, right? I'm looking for these highs potentially to be claimed, maybe between today and tomorrow. But if they're not claimed, we need to understand that we are in a very aggressive downtrend. We're in a very aggressive downtrend, and this might just roll down, right? The price is bearish. We're in a bearish market structure during the last 10 days. And it's understandable that we could be going down lower, right? When we do zoom out, important scenarios and important levels to take into consideration that I do see here on the chart, where if we were to break down from yesterday's lows, say that the price comes down and tests $64,100, and it breaks down, it finally gets the breakdown, which is the zone that I'm looking for a first reaction. The first reaction level is the $63,300 level. Why? You basically got an order block, right? Over here, if you go to higher time frames, you're going to see that red candle, and then you're going to see this obviously moving to the upside. You can go to the 4 hourly, to the daily time frame, right? You basically got kind of the order block zone. Now, when we take a look at the range in between March, okay, the entire range you could arguably discuss, right? There we have it. Value area low, where we start to see some high volume as well. If we take a look at the volume profile, there's a big high volume node right there. We have been getting resistance the last few days from the point of control at $67,000. We got an epic drop of $2,000. What will happen if we come here to another high volume node from the last few months? Basically from this consolidation, value area low, high volume node, order block. You're filling here part of the candle, which is very likely to happen. You know, if you lose 64,100, you know, you are looking for a drop of over $1,000 easily down to get to the first level of support. This is the next level of interest for me for the bounce. This is going to bounce at some point. It's going to bounce at some point, and I want to be in the bounce. Of course, I can get stopped out at a small loss or at break even. Very defensive. Okay, we are defensive with our with our trading setups, long or short, right? So it's an interesting zone where I would be happy to analyze this local scenario over here. Okay, very important level, $63,300 range. We got the high volume node. If we were to lose, okay, 64,200, the lows from yesterday, we are looking at the 63,000 zone, right? 63,300, 200. It is a big zone right there. You got value area low of the range. You got the high volume nodes right there. You got the order block right over here. Look at all of these daily candle closes that haven't been tested after the major breakout. It's a level to bounce. So next major level that I am looking at here, we lost the point of control. The point of control of this zone, in between March and June, we've lost the point of control a few days ago, and we got resistance from it. So it is the next level, no doubt. This is a big wall. If we move up from here, we can still consider a swing failure pattern, right? Or a failed auction. You could move up to sweep up the highs from the last few days above $67,000 and reject from that point. If that were to be the case, I have to say that this will be a shorting opportunity. It will be another bearish reaction if we manage to get up there in the next coming days and we reject horribly, right? Creating a swing failure pattern from those highs that we created, right? These highs, this is a massive level, guys. It's the value area low in between May and June when we get the fixed volume profile, right? Between the middle, mid-May to June, the range basically that was created here without counting this price action and this price action, it's value area low, big resistance, successful breakout, resistance down. If we fail to move above this level, getting big rejection back beneath the level, it's just not going to be looking good. You're probably going to come back down to the lows. So if you break through, then absolutely wonderful, right? Absolutely wonderful. You're looking to target higher levels. Like I mentioned, this zone is already looking to speculate into long positions. I am in a speculative long position already at the swing failure pattern from that level, looking at the lower time frames. This is how we need to look for these trading setups, right? Test liquidity and take a chance for that level, okay, to get a bounce. And this is obviously targeting much higher levels, but I would be defensive here. I'm happy to get stopped out on this trade if it moves down. I will be looking for different scenarios. I'm also interested in the short position that I mentioned here just 10 minutes ago. Guys, if you are interested in trading 𝗖𝗫𝗄, great trading platform. Bybit for me is the number one. I got some altcoins that I want to take a look at. They are available on Bybit, also on all of the exchanges. You got an insane bonus down below on Bybit, also on 𝗖𝗫𝗄. And Bluffing has the highest bonus available, $80,000 worth of deposit bonus. You get this bonus airdropped to your futures exchange, and Bluffing is no KYC for a long time, guys. So just with an email and a password, you can start trading in minutes. Let's talk about this scenario here, okay? About the because this would also be a possible good short position. However, I would be extremely cautious. If the price action suddenly out of nowhere manages to gain some steam to the upside here, you need to be very patient at these highs, because it could explode out of nowhere, right? This is the moment where you get those explosions out of nowhere and people are like, wow, I was not expecting that recovery. okay? Because there's no volume, the markets are closed, ETF outflows, right? The bearish sentiment, right, that we do have, and then you get a large move to the upside. So this is why this zone is a shorting level. If you do reject, if the price, let's just say that it does manage to go all the way up there. It does manage to go all the way up there, and it gets the rejection here from $65,800. No doubt that I'm going to consider shorting this level based on the market structure, based on, okay, I wanted the price to break out successfully from this range, and I can see clearly that we formed very impulsive moves down between Monday and Tuesday. And this is just very, very corrective and choppy, and it's not managing to gain momentum. And you're just looking for that price to come smacking back down and just continue the downtrend that we formed during the last 10 days. So I really like that zone. This is a great zone for a rejection. If it does happen, I would be definitely interested in short positions at that level. We got no chance, says Ali. No chance. Could be 10. Could be at 70K by tomorrow easily. Okay, no chance. You can say that we could be at 70K by tomorrow easily. We got a lot of levels, okay? As a day trader, we got so many levels, so many different possibilities, all right? Looking at reactions at certain levels, it's not that easy to say we're going to go to 70K by tomorrow, right? We've got so much resistance above us that we could have attempt in breaking out, and that is what I love. Have attempts in breaking out and failing. If you do have those attempts in breaking out and fail, that is when you got a short opportunity, especially when you're trending to the downside, right? Such as the pump here on Monday to that resistance level, $67,000, which is the value area low of this range, right? I'm repeating myself, the point of control of the entire range here between March and June, right? You've got that point of control. If you fail to break out, then it's bearish. Then you know that the bulls just didn't manage to break through, and you're looking for the price to roll back down to the lows. So it's not as easy as just saying we could be at 70K tomorrow. No doubt that this is a nice level of support, and even lower, we also got some support at $63,000. It wouldn't make sense to capitulate here. It wouldn't make sense to capitulate right now based on the waves that we have been forming. It's kind of we're missing a wave here to get a capitulation, right? We're missing a wave. This is very one wavy that we formed during the last 10 days. Very, very one wavy. Very rare that you would see this retrace all the way down to $60,000, for example, in just a very, very steep downtrend. Very, very rare. Could it happen? Of course it could. But it would be very, very strange to see that without seeing a major reaction bounce to see how the price is going to push up. Yeah, anyway, let's go through comment section. It's over, guys. Yes, it is. 15K, ha ha ha. Yeah, we got a lot of people very bearish, very, very bearish. Andy, bullish CVD divergence forming. We got bullish CVD divergence forming on the lower time frame. Do we have? Yeah, well, we've got bullish CVD divergence forming throughout the day. We got very aggressive lower lows on the CVD. On the CVD, very aggressive lower lows from this pivot, higher lows on price action. That's kind of bullish. It's kind of good to speculate here with good risk management for that bounce, no doubt. It's kind of good. You can do so. But yeah, anyway, got a lot of people saying that we're going down to $15,000, lower than the bear market. Oh, okay, $15,000 lower than the bear market low. Yeah, the thing is, the ultimate bearish case scenario for the next coming months, guys, I think you guys know what it is, right? We've been talking about this ever since we even started the rally, okay, in 2023. Talking about a possibility of a ABC flat right there. And then start recovering in the next coming years, right? the price would have to get, I mean, there would have to be a devastating recession, depression, something happening globally, much worse than the C19 virus, right? And then get this major collapse, energy crisis, whatever, something very bad for this scenario to happen, right? There is just too much buying interest, too much ETF, too much institutional adoption. I think any corrective move below $56,000 is already going to be a zone where people are going to start buying very aggressively if we were to get that drop. But there is the risk out there, no doubt. There is the risk. What if this is a double top and we form an ABC, right? I will be happy if we were to come down to $15,000. I know a lot of people won't, but I will be very, very happy. I don't invest 100% of everything right now, and I'm not buying 100% of everything right now, okay? I don't know how to manage very, very well my capital. I've got a big stack of cash that is just reserves for whatever could happen, right? So I will be actually quite happy if Bitcoin were to go down to $15,000. That means I could accumulate dozens of Bitcoin, right, at those levels. If we were, right, it would be actually something very nice to happen. I'm really not worried about a collapse happening right now, guys, to be honest. And we day trade, right? We look for day trade and scalping scenarios. We are level to level traders. So if portfolio goes to crap in the next coming months, it is what it is. I've been through this crappy scenario, guys, back in 2018 till 2020. It was devastating few years, just buying the dip, and it keeps dipping, and the portfolio looks like crap. And it paid off, obviously. It paid off after the C19 crash, when everything started recovering, okay? This started paying off big time. Should have taken more profits, yes, but overall it did take profits, made a huge amount of gains. So like I said, like I explained at the beginning of the live stream, and I will timestamp this, guys, it's crucial to understand where we're at right now. And this could be very, very painful. It can be very painful for a few months. So we don't know where the bottom is, even though a lot of altcoins look absolutely devastating. Never again 15K, says 𝗬cie𝗺𝗿. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think so. Guys, make sure to destroy the like button. Aditya, thank you very much for joining. Mariella, smash the like button. Elon Musk watching the live stream. Absolutely crazy. What do you think about that? Elon Musk here on the live. Guys, if you destroy the like button and we can get to 500 likes, I'm going to give a Trezor hardware wallet. You might think, why would I want to hold my crypto in cold storage if they're valued at zero, right? Altcoins dumping. I want to save them. Guys, if we get to 500 likes, you comment down below after the stream. I'm going to do a giveaway for a lucky comment of a Trezor hardware wallet. And if we get to 1,000 likes, $500 worth of Bitcoin or US dollar tether to a lucky comment, okay? Maybe it might get to 1,000 likes by tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe some people are feeling good with the like button. Right. Let's continue here through the comment section. I love interacting with the community. It's one of the most important things from live streams, I think. We've gone through the altcoin, right? Total market cap. I'm giving you my opinion. I think we're in disbelief stage here. We could get more bloody, guys. You need to be ready. You need to hold like a man and get into good altcoin projects. We're going to talk about some altcoins that I am in that are in the red very massively. But I am dollar cost averaging. Put in a couple of $1,000. Let's see what happens. If it does dip to lower levels, I'm going to buy more, guys. I'm going to buy more. It is zero or hero in this market, guys. No time to cry and panic about your red portfolio. You either go to zero or you go to hero, right? All in. Only joking, guys. Not all in, but okay. Homeboy, I will win the giveaway, says Crypto Man. Very possible. I don't get much comments, to be honest, after the stream. 20, 30, 40. You got a high chance, no doubt, in getting the giveaways on my lives. 10-year cycle. 10-year cycle, says Sin Games. You know what scares me, guys? Do you know what really scares me? Is the DXY gaining strength. However, what scares me most is the S&P 500. This is insane, guys. This is not good. This is really, it's insane how parabolic this is going right now. The S&P 500 is going parabolic. Okay, this is really not a nice chart. I don't like this chart. This is just going through the roof. When we take a look at the S&P 500, guys, and this is like really, 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 really insane. This is insane how parabolic this has gone just in a matter of 10 years. What about a 100-year cycle? What do you think about the 100-year cycles? Because do you know what happened in the early 1900s? Right? We got the 29 crack, as they say. Market went parabolic, and we had the biggest depression in the US, right? In 1929, right? The crack of 29, they say. And we got into a devastating bear market and big recession. It was the depression, really. We're in 2024, right? This is almost, are we going to kick the can down the road a couple of more years, right? Into 2027, 2028. But just imagine that this was the one of the biggest recessions in the history. Could we get into a 100-year cycle, and we just on the verge of a big major recession collapse in the coming years? I mean, no doubt markets have absolutely gone through the roof, and yeah, this is just it looks pretty insane. What do you guys think? Is there a possibility? I don't want to be the guy that says a recession is going to happen. It's around the corner. We know that one is going to happen. A very devastating one will happen at some point in the coming years. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. Okay. So I don't want to be the guy that's saying it's going to happen by the end of this year, or it's going to happen in 2025, because nobody really knows when things. We already seen cracks for many years. Economy is cracking, but this has happened for years and years. So we never know how to time the exact big major recession and collapse. So 100-year cycle is crazy, says Kenny. It is very scary, no doubt. I do believe in a 100-year cycle. Also, 100-year changing world reserve currency. When you take a look at the world reserve currency, which is now the US dollar since the late 1800s, right? Early 1900s. Every 100 year we have a change of global reserve currency, and the dollar has already had 100 years, over 100 years, right, being the world reserve currency. I know that the 1500s was Spain, maybe 1500 was Portugal, 1600 Spain, then France, then the British pound, I think, was 1700 or 1800. And every 100 years it seems like a currency collapses, and the dollar has been for over 100 years the world reserve currency, right? So which one comes next? Is it going to be BRICS, right? Is it going to be the yen? Is it going to be BRICS, which is basically Brazil, Russia, right? This currency that is getting together. Or is it going to be Bitcoin, right? Is it going to be Bitcoin that is going to be the world reserve currency? Let me know what you think, guys. Mariella, crystal ball. Yeah. Right. I'm not scared. I'm super excited, says Ricky. Ricky, that's why we need to be into the crypto market. I'm wearing my cash helmet. Absolutely. It is no doubt time to start DCAing. When you take a look at this chart, guys, altcoins haven't had their big major rally yet, okay? This is going to happen at some point. Will it be a baby rally? What we need to understand It might go further expectations or not as much as we expect. This is why you need to have a DCAing out plan. When you start making a 5x, 6x into return to investment, start thinking of getting your initials out. Start thinking in taking some profit, whatever, okay, it happens. Because a lot of cryptos don't manage to hit their previous all-time high. And this is something that I'm taking into consideration very much in this cycle. Because most of the people ride the bags all the way up and all the way down. I only took 25% of profits of my entire portfolio except for Chainlink in April of 2021. I only locked 25% profits here from over 2 years, almost 3 of accumulation. I did ride the bag of most of the altcoins and Bitcoin all the way back down during the 2022 and 2023. I rolled it back down, guys, 75%. This is not a mistake. 25% profits from what I accumulated was already life-changing money, okay? But I should have taken more profits, and in this bull market, I will be taking profits more aggressively, right? It's time to cash out. It's time to cash out more this time, all right? Even before we hit all-time highs on many of the altcoins. So something that is worrying me is Bitcoin is at all-time high. Bitcoin is at all-time high range, right? But with all the bullish news that is happening worldwide, guys, and we can go through that in now, and just for a reminder, the adoption is so crazy high on Bitcoin right now. It's unlikely that we can go to sub $15,000 talking about Bitcoin. So Michael Saylor is a dazzler. Big investors are shorting MicroStrategy and the calculation is slowly working out. Yeah, I know, guys. I know you're scared. A lot of people are fearful. A lot of people talking about shorts. A lot of people talking about going to lower levels. I mean, there is a massive amount of short liquidations above all-time high on Bitcoin. There is a lot of short liquidations above all-time high. Are those short liquidations institutional money? Yeah, when you take a look at the monthly chart, it doesn't look too great, right? Or the weekly or the daily, right? It doesn't look too great. Or it looks extremely great, right? For me, this is a reaccumulation zone, okay? It's a reaccumulation area. It is not a distribution. Some people might think that this is a distribution phase. There is a massive amount of short liquidations. We can see this, okay? We're going to zoom out on the liquidation heat map, and we're going to take a look at the last 6 months and analyze, look at this. Above, there's not that many actually right now. There was more liquidity. There was more liquidity a few weeks ago. There ain't that much. There's a few billion. There is a few billion. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, there is a lot of liquidity here, guys. Let me just scroll this to the upside so you guys can see. Okay. Basically, there's much more liquidity to come down and get, there's hardly any there is a bit at $50,000. There is quite a bit, but there is billions, tens of billions of dollars of short liquidations here. Well, not tens of billions, just round about over 10 billion. There's more liquidity at all-time high than, at 60K or 55K. There's just not that much liquidity. So no doubt that we need to take into consideration that those shorts could get liquidated. All right. Next week, BTC all-time high, full moon on Saturday will mark the bottom. I like the moon phases. It's cool. It's pretty cool. So we got full moon, meaning that Bitcoin is going to go to higher levels. Peck says 43K. BTC will hold 60K. Next Monday, all-time high. Wow. Andy, great content. Keep up the great work, says Noah. Thank you very much, my brother. Much appreciated. Much love to you. The higher Bitcoin go each cycle, the lower the return each cycle. Yes, sir. The returns are diminishing. That is without a doubt. It's getting a very mature market. Okay, we got over $1 trillion market capitalization, and no doubt that, you know, if you're expecting a 10x on Bitcoin, it ain't gonna happen in the next couple of years. Okay, it's gonna happen maybe in 5 to 10 years easily. If you're expecting Bitcoin to go to $600,000, which would be a 10x from current price levels, it ain't gonna happen anytime soon. That is for sure. We know that. So anyway, let's go through some altcoins, guys, because I got some altcoins. I've actually been buying a little bit of this altcoin today, and this looks dead. This looks dead. This is poker. I've also bought VPP, which is virtual poker chips. Okay, virtual poker points. Sorry, it's two poker cryptocurrencies, and I like it because it's Web3. It is decentralized, right? And I think gaming, decentralization, poker is huge. And there's two famous crypto poker projects, and this looks dead. Pump and dump, guys. This is just a classic pump and dump. I've only allocated, you know, less than 0.5% of my portfolio onto this, so a very, very small amount, but it's definitely worth the speculation. This did over a 20x, okay, in the run that we had in November and December. Okay, very pump and dumpy, something that you need to be cautious about. But if you want to buy something, you need to buy at rock bottom levels, right? I don't want to buy the pump because I know what could happen. I didn't buy any of this crypto as we were pumping. I can tell you that. I want to buy now as it looks devastating. And this could go down another 50% from current price levels. It's something that you need to be aware of. But you're much better buying off here and being in the red and then pumping and you're making a 5x than actually buying here. Because to get back to your entry point is just almost impossible, right? You might think. So you have a much better chance. I love this. I love this. Altcoins are at rock bottom levels, and it's like, hey, I either allocate something here and it goes to zero, which I'm happy, okay, for it to happen, or it gets a massive recovery and I'll make a 10, 20x in the next 6 to 12 months. So this is one that I'm speculating in, guys. I just want to share what I have been buying during the last couple of days. Poker is one of them. BIGTIME I'm taking into consideration. BIGTIME, I know it's not the best gaming project, but this is at rock bottom levels. It's basically come back down to the lows from November where we started that epic pump, right? And I remember seeing BIGTIME on YouTube, on Twitter, when it was pumping aggressively. You know, this you do not want to be late to the party, right? I did not buy any of this. I don't have any in my portfolio, but I am considering, right? This has basically tested the lows yesterday. This is the spring point. You know, this could be the spring point. It could retest it again. But if I want to buy anything, I want to buy it at the lows when it looks dead. This has come back down to the lows. This is like, hey, buy me now. If you buy here, you buy here, you buy here, you know, anywhere, you're basically extremely wrecked right now from any levels that you've bought during the last few months. If you have a chance in making gains on an altcoin project such as BIGTIME, it is now. It is now if you want to make some gains in the next 6-12 months. And you can get into the red for a few months, 20% down, 40% down, 60% down. But you have a high chance in recovering that loss in the coming months. You want to start getting out once you get a recovery, right? The strategy is simple here. The strategy right now is simple. This is the moment you want to be excited. Because this happened with Chainlink and literally called the bottom on Chainlink. I will get that video if I find it. It has to be somewhere in 2023. But people were extremely bearish back in June of 2023. And I literally said, guys, this is the spring point here, or it's gonna happen next, and then we go. Literally, I will find that video. It has to be on the second week of June, but I was literally saying that this is going to be the bottom, and if this is not the bottom, we get one more leg down, and that is the bottom. It's the spring point, right? That is the most bearish case when you're testing the lows of the bear market. If you have a chance, it is right there. If you have a chance, it is right there. I know you're not going to believe me, guys. You'll believe me when things are pumping, right? That is when people FOMO and think markets are pumping, then everybody's a genius, right? You need to be a genius now when it's red, when people are fearful, when in the comment section, they're starting to absolutely call for $15,000 Bitcoin. That is the moment where you need to put your balls on the table and say, look, guys, this is the moment. This is the moment that we want to start, buying up some stuff. No financial advice. Illuvium, I like it. For me, it was already a good zone to get beneath the $70 range. So no doubt that Illuvium DCAing slowly, I think it's a great moment right now. And the best moment to recognize a bottom is when you're going sideways for several weeks. Right now, we're just testing this level, so we don't know how devastating the move down can be. However, I'm happy to DCA, right? I'm happy to DCA right there. Put a couple of $100. We drop down lower, then I'm going to put another $100, a few $100. Put another few $100 in as we go down and we start going sideways. When you go sideways, that is when you want to start going very aggressively, because at some point you're just going to pop. At some point you're going to pop again, and you want to be already allocated on many different crypto projects, especially trying to detect good ones. They are very high risk ones, some that are just not going to make it. There's no doubt in my mind that a few cryptocurrencies in my portfolio are not going to make it. And there's already one that I got that got me absolutely wrecked, and that is Sora Network. Lost everything, and to recover that, I see it almost impossible. They had an inflationary problem, and it got wrecked on that one. That one's just disappeared. So anyway, you're always going to have one of a couple of altcoins that just do absolutely nothing and just get you wrecked. It's just part of the game. But there are some good projects. There's Umbrella as well. I'm down over 50% on this one. This is an Oracle blockchain project, and I like this one. The team is active. They got insane partnerships, and I think this one, once Chainlink recovers, which it will, once Chainlink gets into a massive run, we're likely going to see an Oracle run. And this one got absolutely wrecked, guys. I'm down 50% from this one because I bought around about the 2 cents. I'm down 50%. But I'm happy to allocate right now. I'm happy to DCA because it's close to rock bottom levels. And yeah, it's just a little bit of story here, but a little bit of the altcoins. Meme coins are extremely risky. We have BIA token that apparently ended up in a bit of a scam. This is what I've been reading out on Twitter. BIA token that was suddenly talked about on Twitter, and basically you had also influencers talking about some these new altcoins popping out. You want to be extremely cautious, guys. This is really wrecked city. This is wrecked city. Getting into altcoins and getting late into altcoins. Apparently, it's a big fat rug pull, and you got part of the team just selling 50% of the entire supply. Big rug pull. Can this bottom out at some point and then recover? Well, that is up to you guys. But this is what you get with these meme coins. BIA token, absolutely wrecked. You got 𝗕𝗶𝗴, which is the Chinese 𝗕𝗶𝗴. I think, maybe this one could actually get something. I have no idea, but 𝗕𝗶𝗴, which is the Chinese 𝗕𝗶𝗴, was launched just a few days ago. It was launched a few days ago, and yeah, basically, maybe this one as it's, meme coins can be so, this one's up already 25% today after, the corrective move that it's had during the last few days. I am not going to go down this rabbit hole, to be honest. Chinese 𝗕𝗶𝘴, then we've got a Chinese 𝗬 as well. That there is no doubt high risk on these, okay? You don't know which one is going to be the rug pull, which one will survive, which one will do the 100x. Okay, so yeah, just stay cautious when you're investing on the meme coin hype, guys, because BIA token was a cryptocurrency that has been talked about during the last couple of weeks, right, beginning of June, and apparently, yeah, it's been a rug pull, guys, pump and dump. So I hate getting wrecked. Well, yeah, get used to getting wrecked when you are speculating on the meme coin hype. Meme coins are a bit hypey. You're getting tokens created on the Solana blockchain every single day. New meme coins popping out, getting a pump and dump, guys. You're just trying to catch, okay, and hype into some of these coins, and it's extremely dangerous. I have my biggest altcoin, okay, my biggest holding on altcoin is Chainlink. And I know Chainlink is not going to give me a 50x return, maybe not even a 10x return. I'm really happy with a 5x. If Chainlink manages to hit its all-time high, which I believe so it's going to do, based on the charts, based on the fundamentals, it's just likely going to happen at some point. Maybe not this cycle, maybe next cycle. But overall, it's a solid project. And when you're investing a big amount of money on and you do a 5x, right? If you do a 5x from $100,000, then you're making $500,000, right? Then that's obviously no doubt good. But when you put 100k onto some altcoins, then yeah, you could basically moonshot, or you could get absolutely wrecked. So yeah, you want to be very, very cautious on the meme coins, legends. Let's take a look at some news. How about 𝗲? I like 𝗲. I think 𝗲 is solid. I got part of the team that is saying 𝗲 is a solid coin, solid team. It doesn't look like they're gonna rug pull. 𝗲 is solid. I like 𝗲. It's the dog from the founder of Solana, which is called 𝗲. This one got a bit of a pullback here. Still in uptrend momentum, but I think this one is good to DCA, right? It's kind of lost a little bit of support right now, but I think this one is acceptable to DCA. DCA the pullbacks, even though if it gets a bit more aggressive. I like 𝗲. I like it. I do like 𝗲. Like Dogecoin. I think Dogecoin is a good coin to DCA. It's the king of meme coins. Will Dogecoin do a 20x from current price levels? I'm going to say no. It's probably going to do a 5 to 10x. Be happy with that. Be happy with a 5, 10x. Okay, it's solid, and Dogecoin will reach its previous all-time highs. It will do so at some point in the very near future. So I adopted 𝗲. Terra Luna was a rug pull. Yes, sir. Terra Luna, FTX. Right. So anyway, let's take a look at some good news that is going on. Let's take a look at some news, guys, because we need to take news into consideration, obviously, always. We have just in Bitcoin ETFs to be approved at major wirehouses and large private banks platforms. Okay. This is bullish, no doubt, for Q3, Q4 this year. Allianz Bernstein. Bring it on, guys. We got this happening. This is just more and more and more. We got Australia ETFs as well. Inflows, which are very, very low. We got here. Yeah. Australia, I mean, they've only been live for about a week or so, just over a week. We got Australia Bitcoin ETF has purchased 50 Bitcoin since the launch. 50 Bitcoin. Not too bad. Pretty good. It's something, right? But we have a lot of countries already jumping onto the bandwagon. 1 billion Bitcoin bought on Binance and sent to wallets. That is 15,939. This has happened during the last few hours. So we got a big move here, a big buy. We're getting Bitcoin getting a little bit of a pump at the moment. So yeah, this is obviously bullish. You get someone buying $1 billion worth of Bitcoin and then withdrawing it, just happening today. Well, in between yesterday and today. And this is while people are scared, says Lark Davis. Big fan of Lark Davis. The German government sent some coins to Kraken and Bitstamp. This has also happened. So yeah, apparently this explains the shorts coming in and small dips we saw on Bitcoin, apparently bringing some fear. So apparently the German government has been sending some Bitcoin to these exchanges. There's a bit of fear on that. Something very cool from Donald Trump. Yes, we do have him here. The man, the legend. He says, to further secure America's future and create opportunity for young people, I will end Joe Biden's war on crypto. He's massive on crypto. During the last few months, even, you know, we've got his own ETFs as well. He's big on crypto. A lot of people, a lot of Americans are liking that. So yeah, very bullish. If he is elected president, I think crypto bull run will be massive, right? And that is in Q4 of this year. That is maybe where the bull run is going to start kicking off, when this guy, this legend, is going to become president. What do you guys, is Trump going to become president in the US or not? Or will he lose? Let me know. BTC is moving. BTC getting a little bit of a pumpy action. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. What's going on? BTC, US dollar. Bitcoin pumping. Yeah, like I said, I think, you know, there is a chance for a higher low here to sweep up the highs. I'm going to stand by that. Bitcoin, it's a game of liquidity. We swept up the lows from today, this higher low. It's a beautiful level. It is a beautiful level. You have 5 waves here to the upside. This is very corrective. If this turns out to be a third wave or a C wave, yeah, expect 67K. Expect 67K. It's all about timing the market. It's all about understanding where you could form that low and get into the trade. So let's see. We're currently struggling right now from the previous day point of control, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is big resistance. It's the daily open and the previous day point of control. Yeah, it's a strong level of resistance here. We've got a bit of a move up here, but it's rejecting. It's got a big rejection. So it doesn't look very successful just yet. What it wants to. You got the daily open and the previous day point of control exactly at this level. Want to be cautious because this could be a fake out to the upside. Anyway, let's continue here with some news going on here. Breaking, Nvidia has just become the largest company in the world by market cap. It has surpassed Microsoft just in the last 24 hours. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, Nvidia Nvidia returns in the last few years have been like an altcoin. Multiple X's on Nvidia. Absolutely crazy. Nearly $481 million of liquidations on exchanges in the last 24 hours. 420 million from Bitcoin long positions. Okay, so we have been seeing some long liquidations on this drop. This is giving a little bit of health to the market. Okay, this is healthy for the market. Absolutely, we are hitting a crucial level of support that we could be getting a pretty nice bounce. Like I said, we either get the epic bounce, guys, from this zone, or we drop to $63,000 range and then get the bounce from those levels. Because it is about time. We're at the 50% equilibrium from the entire zone in between March and June. We have corrected very aggressively. It's about time. It is about time to get the bounce. So it's either one more low or this is the low. Currently for the next coming days, right? We're talking about 67K, potentially 70K would be a good rally. Okay, I know it sounds Trump poll. Let's ask the community: will Donald Trump become president? Let me know right away. Will be interesting. Will be interesting to know your opinion, legends. Will Trump become president? Let me know. Let me know, legends, right away on the poll. If Trump will become president, what do you think? Yes or no? 100% says Aditya. Make a poll. Yeah, the poll has been created. 75% says yes. I like Trump, to be honest. I've always liked Trump, even though he did get a lot of hate when he was president. I think he's been an awesome president. But he did get a lot of hate. Andy for president. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Anyway, New York doesn't, if New York doesn't arrest him, yes, that is true also. Yes, he will, and he'll make XRP the world reserve. Oh, so we got someone from XRP army here. He might. Kind of pointless as all crypto fans here, but he's a great chance. Yeah, if he becomes president, I think crypto bull run not only will continue, but it will be epic. I think that is when crypto will definitely kick off. Okay, is Big Time dead? I said no. Big Time is not dead. It's just gone to the lows of the creation, right, from November and December. It's at the lows. So the project is not dead. Cryptocurrency is not dead. It's just come down to the lows. And I think if you want to have a chance in accumulating, time starts now. Time starts now. I mean, I'm happy to say this live on the stream. You know, if you want to start accumulating, now is a good zone to DCA. Could it drop another 20, 30, 40%? Yes, but it's DCA zone. It's far away from dead. Project is still live. So, yeah, no financial advice. But, you know, take it with a grain of salt. But if you want to buy something, you do not want to buy here, 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 because you're going to get, you're buying the pump. You do not want to buy the pump. You want to buy the devastating correction, especially when you're testing the lows of the bear market. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, it's just down big time. Big time is just down big time, says Mariella. Absolutely, yes. Anyway, legends, thank you very much for joining. What do we have here? 89% yes out of 100 votes. So a lot of people are bullish on Trump becoming president. Absolutely crazy. I also believe so, that he is going to become president. Thank you very much, people, for joining the live stream. I will be back with more. If you want to take a look at Bitcoin and the total crypto market cap, I will be timestamping this on this stream later on. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.